What is up, Need for Speed racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. We're here today with the viewer requested Cornnut built Honda S2000. The way this works, you guys, is drop a comment down below on what you want me to build next. Whatever comment gets the most likes by you guys will be the build that I showcase on the channel for you. I've got a couple of meta-esque builds that I need to bring to you, so I'll probably pause the viewer requested ones for a day or two, but I might get those kicked out over the weekend so I can get you the meta in hand sooner than later. But regardless, show me what you want to see down below. Like somebody else's comment. If you're going to drop a comment, like somebody else's comment as well, so that way we're spreading the love around, and then it gives me an idea kind of what everybody wants to see. And guys, if you see somebody else that's winning by a landslide, still upvote the cars you guys want to see, because it gives me an idea of what I kind of need to be thinking about next. This car in S-Class is alright. It's nothing incredible. It's nothing insane. Fourth and third gear are long. There's just no getting away from that. I mean, it just feels slow in those gears no matter what we do. And that's why I never brought you a build on this car before now, is because it just doesn't hook up in those gears like I need it to. Top end is fine. I mean, it'll do anywhere between 205 and 210 depending on what engine and how good your rev tech is, but really it lacks those two gears. So that being said, you need to use your boost and use your NOS accordingly, and as long as you work around that and get into it, it'll be fine. I've got some gameplay footage after this, and as we do, I get a little spicy with a couple of the guys on Rapid. And honestly, it's getting harder for me to join pub lobbies and get clean races, because if I'm in a little bit slower car, I find myself getting spun out a little more often. So you guys out there are bringing it. You know that if I'm in the race with you, I might be getting gameplay footage. So people are sending it into me before I can send it into them, and I'm kind of loving it. So as a whole, it's entertaining. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy to bring you this build. Slide helped me with this. It's still a grip build, but he had it kind of dialed in already because he liked it. And at the end of the day, let me show you what I got. The motor that you're running in this one is one of two. You can run the 6.2 liter V8, 460 brake horsepower when you start, or you can run the 4.0 liter V8 with 515 brake horsepower when you start. The difference between the two is 4 horsepower and 2 miles an hour. The 6.2 liter V8 says it does 207. It'll do about 210 with rev tech. This one says it'll do 209. I saw 211 with it with rev tech. Neither one of them get up to top speed super quick. I mean, it'll get there in like fishhook, rapid with a 3-bar coming around that last corner, you'll get it. But I mean, you're working for it. I thought that the 6.2 liter V8 accelerated a little better in the earlier gears. The 0 to 60 time that I think is a false stat and really doesn't tell us anything kind of reflects that, but I don't ever look at those stats. I just go and drive the car and see. And so I think the bigger displacement motor is a little bit better way to go, but I mean, really, we're splitting hairs. The cars feel super similar. Like when I was getting gameplay footage, I had to go and check which car I pulled out of the garage with which engine before I brought you the build video, because I was like, well, which one was that? Because I really couldn't discern a difference. So I'm going to show you both of them, just kind of screenshots, and then you go with what you feel. The biggest difference between both is the 6.2 liter V8 you can run 80% grip. With this one, the 4.0 liter V8, you have to run that at 70% grip. So I'm a grippy boy. I ran the one that would give me 80% out of the gate, made the car a little more predictable for me. So bear that in mind. For the parts, for the 6.2 liter V8, you are running Silver Pro induction. You're running Super Gold ECU. You're running Elite Platinum fuel system. You're running Silver Pro exhaust. Elite Platinum screw supercharger. I tried it with the twins. The twins are slower. You need the roots to pull through third and fourth gear because you're low in the RPMs, and it just doesn't have it, you guys. Like, that's this car's biggest downfall, is it's just long in the tooth when it comes to the gears. So the screw is our best advantage there, so that's why we're built around that. You are running Sport Bronze nitrous. You're running Elite Platinum road suspension. Bronze Sport brakes. Who needs brakes? You're running Elite Platinum grip tires. You're running Silver Pro clutch. Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission. I did try it with the 6. You end up taking enough horsepower out of it that you really do feel it. And the gear ratios really don't change a lot. Yeah, it's better with the 5-speed and defaulting to a little bit more power. For the differential, Elite Platinum Diff, as I do. And then your auxiliaries, Nitrous Drift, Nitrous Grip. For the handling, run it all the way to the left, 80% grip as much as you can with this build. Steering sensitivity, I'm 2 clicks high. That's my personal spot. Downforce, run it all the way high. That's the only place really I thought it was good. I mean, you can run the last 2 spots, but they're kind of the same in there. Everything else is 330. So I would say all the way down is helpful. Helps to kind of plant in the corners. I didn't notice this car being very downforce sensitive, so really there's no discernible difference in those last couple clicks. Traction control off, drift entry, brake tap. That's going to give you the Honda S2000. 207 top speed, 699 on the horsepower, and 685 on the torque. If you want to do a quick screenshot for your guys, here is the 4.0 liter V8. It is silver, Elite Platinum fuel system, silver exhaust, and then Elite Platinum roots. That all being said, with those parts collected there, you still have to go and you have to run 70% grip for it to fit. And that's with the roots. If you want to put in the screw, you have to take it down even further. So that's why I went with the other one, because it felt just a little better early on with the displacement, and having 80% grip and not having to use the roots, being able to use the screw was kind of all the little advantages that made that build seem a little more appealing to me. But either way, guys, go with what you feel. I would encourage you to test them both. If you feel like you're bouncing off the rev limiter, topping out the car a lot somehow, you might want to go with the one that's a little faster in the top end. But you're on the top end so short of a time in this car because it takes so long to get there that really I don't see a discernible difference between the two. Leave a like down below on the video. Helps me out, puts it in front of others. Leave a like on the comment that you want to see me build next. And drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see. Or if you're looking for gameplay footage on a certain track you want to walk through, or you're wanting to see more drift builds. Like, if you guys tell me what you want, I'm really here to serve. Like, I like making YouTube content, but I'm not in an echo chamber over here. Like, let me make something that helps you guys out. Because obviously, I'm doing what I want. I've got the builds I like. I'm running things the way I want. I run a crew, and we are having fun, doing awesome stuff. Got some of the fastest guys around. I put this stuff out on YouTube and make it available to you guys because new players or people that only get to play a couple hours a week or on the weekends, you guys want to know what the fastest cars are. Or you might have a favorite car, and so you want somebody that's got a little more experience in the game helping you with that. Guys, I've got over 800 hours in the game. Nil's got over 1,200 hours. Between the two of us, we've got 2,000 hours of gameplay in this. I would say that puts us in an expert tier class. It doesn't mean we're the fastest, but damn, we can build. So that being said, trust, and if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, something you want, let me know. I have a Patreon, it's down below. A couple of you guys signed up this week. I appreciate that. Like, it really means a lot. It lets me know that my builds are not falling on deaf ears, and you guys are helping me help you. So thank you for that. Watch the gameplay footage. Drive like an asshole. That's what I do. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. First up, we got the Hustle. This car is long in the gears, you guys. So if you're running manual, launch this puppy in third. If you're running automatic, just get a perfect start, because if you don't, my God, you're going to pay for it. I'll show you what it looks like when you pay for it. I go to launch in third. I'm right at the very top end of the rev range and just barely miss it. So this is what a normal launch looks like. And I'm getting walked on. But that being said, I'm not here to set times, I'm here to show you how the car performs. So this is what it looks like when you miss your start and you gotta go catch up. You'll see that I'm saving my boost. I'm getting at least 2 bars before I click in and take us up. That guy sends traffic into us. I was about to lose the bar, use the boost. We're finally going 190-ish. Those guys got involved with traffic, so now it's just Desert Eagle up there we gotta go catch. Car's, 200 plus right now. It's doing all right, but like I say, see how slow it is to climb there? It was not quick. So that being said, I went with one that felt a little better down low. This car does have a tendency to turn a little bit slidey on you. It'll kind of surprise you, so you will need to get used to that. Coming in here, I like to try to get a bar of boost and then make a nice grip corner if I can, or a Tron turn depending on my speed. Use all of our resources to get up to speed. We're now in the draft. We're chasing down that Ford GT, doing what we can to just maximize resource accumulation here. So we're in oncoming and in draft, allowing us to get nitrous and boost. I stay to the right here to get a better line, give our boy a little tap on the way by, because that's how we do, you know. Now coming through here, I got a bar of boost. I want to stay nice inside and try to keep everything on track. A tight line through there is good. It allows you to exit without hitting the wall. And it's also kind of hard to draft if you're tucked in real tight, because you kind of have to set up for that line. So if you're trying to avoid somebody behind you, it's not a bad way to go. Going through here when we land, I do a nice solid grip turn, save the boost for this corner, and then do another grip turn. I don't slide the car, do a Tron turn. This thing Trons really unpredictably for me. I think I can definitely be wrangled in, but I didn't spend a ton of seat time in it, so it's a little tougher. But we're using all of our boost, all of our NOS to get up to speed. Mind you guys, we did not get a perfect start. We kind of interacted with traffic, not optimal lines, so we end up running like a 157. But that's okay. The car has the ability to catch up, run a clean race. It's got plenty of top end. You'll do fine. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Get High Tonight is a very good track. It's got some degen lines. I love being a degenerate, getting off in the dirt. It's a lot of fun. I'll try to show you kind of how to set this corner up. It's kind of tricky, but once you get it, it's pretty sweet. Now, I actually get a decent launch here in third gear. So you'll see us launch right next to that guy in the skyline. This car does fine, but watch how long we're in fourth. We click into fourth right there, and we are just in fourth a long time. It doesn't build a ton of speed in fourth and fifth, but once you hit about 170 and you click into fifth gear, you're good. It's just, I don't know. The car's kind of weird. So that being said, we go through here. I'm building boost. Now I'm going to start my Tron turn before I even get to the checkpoint and cut right through it like that. I like that move. That's a good fast line. Gets us down by the tree. We're fine. Let me show you that one more time. I come through here, hit the boost, turn, and go right through the checkpoint. Go to the right of the tree, line that up. It's a very short line through there, and we gain on Desert Eagle. He was ahead of us going into that section. We get a little loose there, so he allows them to close the gap a bit. Coming up here, I cut a pretty straight line, go off the track a little bit, and then turn for the inside and try to stay on track as much as I can. This car doesn't love to slide. Sometimes you can slide right in there and just stay right on the tarmac, but either way, it does okay. So we're dealing with that slow third and fourth gear that allows Desert Eagle to get right on our bumper, but we're going to use our resources. We're going to get up to speed. We're going to chain a couple of grip turns here. We're going to use that to get up to speed as much as we can. Hit the gas station with an empty tank of NOS. Top it up so we're full. Get up to speed. Hit 200 coming over the crest, and then stay out of traffic. You see me go to the left here. I do that almost all the time. It's a good line. Line up our trees. Make sure we aim for the checkpoint sign right there. Boom. We're through. No trees. Practice that, you guys. It's how you win this track. Desert Eagle is behind us, but we're able to carry enough speed through here that even though the GT is a little more superior than this car, we're able to hold our own. So you saw the car actually started to drift there more than a grip turn or a micro drift, and that's what it does. It's like it'll do full grip right up until it starts to slide, and then it gets a little out of control and you shave a lot of speed off. But either way, it's got some legs. That GT only does about 190, so we're able to walk away from him at this point and finish out the race, take our W. Now watch some of the toxicity that I bring to the table over here in rapid transit. All right, hashtag Cornnut Dirty Racer for gameplay footage. Let's go. We've got a couple of the 71 Skylines in this race. I'm not sure if they were practicing trying to get their times or just coincidence, but those cars are fast. They're the record setters. Nova Speed's got this one locked up. He runs a 231 low. I think it's a 231.3. I do a 231.9. And then we've got Magic coming in at 232. So all of us are right there, and they're all in the Skyline. The car's really fast. You'll see he rocket ships in front of us. We got to try to catch our boy Desert Eagle. I got into it with Juicy earlier in one of the other races, but it wasn't like a very good race. We did like fourth and fifth because we were crashing each other. So I try to get around these boys. I've got good lines there, trying to use my boost to its maximum to get up to speed, but God, that Skyline has just got good power to weight, and its mid-range is insane. So you'll see me using boost and NOS, trying to catch up to him, and he's still walking away. I mean, he's doing well into the 200s right now, but we're barely getting into 190. I like to go up on the tracks there, Crash into our boy Juicy, show him what's good. He didn't quite get thrown into the building like I expected, so he's still here to play, and he decides he would like to play. He's trying to force me off the track, and so I'll let it happen. He goes off there, I'll stay on the tracks, whatever. Let's go. So him and I are getting a little tango, having a little fun. I love that. I'm worried because Desert Eagle's way out front. I mean, he's doing good. I don't know if he's on pace for a record time or anything, but that's all right. So we get it tight on the inside, avoid traffic. Slide a little bit when I use the boost, so it was kind of a waste there. But that's all right. We're going to get back up to speed. We're going to go catch our boy. So, like I said, I'm concerned about Desert. I think he's got this one in the bag if he doesn't crash. But then, lo and behold, he does. He gets a little loose coming through this section, and then you'll see that we're gaining on him quickly now. So I'm not sure if he got sideways and missed the checkpoint, which I've done plenty of times, or what the game is here. So, because all things are fun, and Reckon's racing, we send our boy off the track. And you'll notice that he took a real stop there, and we are just walking away with lots of yardage between us and Desert and Juicy. And so now it's our race to lose. I literally am starting to go out of my way to drive like a jerk for the gameplay footage because I think you guys find that entertaining. And I know that I get a bit of a giggle when I can pull off a move like that because it's just rude. So why not? For this track, you guys, you want a car that's got good acceleration and a good top speed because you will be hitting your top speed in a couple different portions of it. So it's really important that you do that. I like to cut over to the left here and stay on the tracks as much as I can. But with this car, I'm just trying to finish without crashing because if you wreck somebody and then don't win, what was the point? But usually in the Skyline, I'm going 200 plus through this zone. So the fact that we're only going like crawling 180, it's a little rough. It's not a meta time by any means. We're going to cross the line at a 250, so we're only like 19 seconds off pace, you guys. That's no 231. Myself and Nova would be embarrassed, but that's all good. The S2K is not a bad little car. It gets it done. It's just, it's right in the mid-tier. But if you guys like it and you want to build it, I'd say this is probably the best one to go with. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.